day, welcome to Sanca Central Rand News. I'm Gil Mulefu reporting live from Johannesburg, and today I am joined by a special guest who will introduce herself shortly. Good day.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good at you.
I'm good, thanks. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us more about yourself if you don't mind?
Okay, I am DJ Prula. I'm a radio club DJ, motivational speaker, and MC. And I'm here today at the Sanca offices to talk about my journey with depression. I was diagnosed with depression in 2010. And it actually took me 10 years to talk about it.
Yeah.
Now that I'm talking about it in 2020.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So October is Mental Health Awareness Month, and as much as we are raising awareness on mental disorders and trying also to reduce and address certain stigmas, you're saying that it took you 10 years, a whole decade,
Yes,
to come out,
to talk about it. Yeah.
and I think maybe most of the reason why most people don't open up about it is because of the stigmas around it.
Definitely.
Would you say that's the reason why you took so long to open up?
Yes, largely that. And also, it was getting an understanding of what depression is, owning it, feeling comfortable about knowing that I've gone through this psychological and mental ailment to a point whereby I can actually control it. I've got a hold over it because obviously it doesn't make sense for me to start talking about something
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I cannot handle. So I also felt that I needed to get to a stage whereby I can actually cope with it, manage it before then I go out there, because for me the whole point of talking about it is to encourage and motivate people. So I didn't want to now be motivating and encouraging people about something that still has that much of a hold over me. So yes, it took that long, the 10 years. Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. So I want to know that with depression,
Yeah.
it comes with so many overwhelming emotions that sometimes one does not understand, and they resort to certain coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
It could be you eat more so that you can cope, or you resort to substance abuse. There is like prescription medication, like your antidepressants. Do you think that maybe there are people that are addicted to antidepressants as a way of coping? Is there something like that?
Okay, I've spoken to a number of people, who've been on antidepressants, and the general feel is that the people that I've spoken to, so yeah, please mark my words, the people that I've spoken to, they don't have a good relationship with the antidepressants. So I wouldn't really say that there's an addiction to antidepressants. I know, like with myself as well, I didn't have a good experience with the antidepressants. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to get off them. I would say the prescription medication, which I also took as well, is the sleeping pills, something to numb the pain. So there are a lot of sleeping pills that you can get over the counter that are not necessarily prescription pills. So yes, definitely there's an addiction to that. There's also like medication. I didn't even know this. Medication for sinuses, because I've got chronic sinuses. So I didn't know until I was going to the pharmacy so often, and the pharmacist then asked me questions, and it was only then that I was aware of the fact that now there are more people that are taking the sinus meds, not because of sinusitis, but because obviously most of them have codeine,
Yeah.
and they can obviously mix it with soft drinks like Sprite, and that becomes lean, and also the effect that it gives you, because for example, those sinus meds, they actually make you drowsy.
Yeah.
So they numb the pain. So again, people are very smart. They are actually finding all these meds that we didn't even know could be used for other things. So yes, definitely there is a huge addiction habit that's happening in our country of different medications that we may not even be aware of. Yeah.
As a coping mechanism.
As a coping
Right.
mechanism.
So how then would you or maybe would you love to share experiences as to how then do you deal with the emotions, rather than resorting to something else such as substance abuse or those sleeping pills to help you numb the pain?
It's a tough one, because until you get to a point where you acknowledge what you're going through, then it's going to be difficult for you to then fix whatever it is, because until you know what you're going through, then how can you remedy that situation? So the most important thing is being in tune with yourself, knowing who you are, having a relationship with yourself, so that you can then get to that level and understanding of picking up that this is what you're going through. Of course, as we were speaking about today, there is help out there. So it's important to either seek counseling in church. SEDEC, I mean, SEDEC has toll free numbers, 24-hour hotlines, so you can literally just call, speak about it, get some form of help in your community, parents, friends, so that you can at least get that diagnosis. Because at least once you've got a diagnosis, then you can actually try to find a way to alleviate whatever you're going through. So that's the most important thing, to identify whatever it is that you're going through. Then once you identify it, then you are more equipped then to deal better with it, so that emotionally you can even get an understanding of how to then deal with the different triggers. As I did mentioning, it's important to speak out, speak up about whatever you're going through, so that you can start the healing process. Writing about it is obviously very important. And most importantly, be your own best friend. Be your own best friend. Start talking to yourself, so that you get to understand yourself, you get to know yourself, you start acknowledging whatever it is that you're going through, and then you can find ways of coping without having to obviously go into alcohol abuse, food abuse, and all forms of substance abuse. Yeah.
That's so true. Thank you so much, DJ Prue, for your time.
Thank
I
you.
strongly believe that we need more people like you, that will address real issues,
Yeah.
and actually help people go through the journey of healing by just acknowledging everything. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
If you need more information with regards to substance abuse, whether you are dependent or affected by it, please do contact us on 011-836-2460, or catch us on all our social media platforms at Sanca Central Rand Alcohol and Drug Center. Take care.
Proudly produced by Sanca Central Rand, Depression and Substance Abuse Talk with DJ Prue Love.